Hello, welcome. This is GameYoke, and today we are going to be playing Space Flight Simulator, which is a mobile game to fly in space and build rockets for free, available on iOS and Android devices. You can go in your App Store, in your Play Store, and install the app. And this tutorial is going to teach you guys how to get into orbit in Space Flight Simulator. So let's hop into the game. We're in the game and we are going to create a new world, which will be called YouTube, of course. And I'm just naming it, and I totally do not know how to type. We create a world and we're going to build a rocket. So we need to add a command module, then a parachute, then add a separator, add a huge fuel tank, the biggest one, and add a Valiant space engine on the left. Then add 4 of these huge fuel tanks and add one of those big rocket engines. Then click on the top and click Save Blueprint, and then save it in your name. And once you saved it in your selected name, come here, come at the launch pad, select all of this, and start launching. Now, while we are launching, we have to wait until we are about 2,000 kilometers in the sky. So, on your top right, you can see the height, and in the bottom right, you can control your throttle, your you can turn on your throttle, and to activate anything like your engine, you just click on the engine. So I just did that. You can do that. And now pause the video and come right back. Okay, so you pause the video, you're back, and we're about 2,000 kilometers, actually way more than that. And we start tilting by pressing the right button, and keep tilting as I am. Slowly, we have to wait until we get high up to about 15 kilometers, a little more, but we will see that right now. As you can see, you just need to press the right button and keep tilting your spacecraft around and around and around, just like this. Keep waiting and waiting and waiting, and just keep tilting it, following along with the video. Again, we are getting pretty close, and go into the map view and you can see your curve of your orbit in the map view. Then I'm waiting until I'm like about 15 kilometers, and then I'm just turning a little bit. Again, just follow along with the video. When you're about here at like about 20 kilometers, then you just curve a little bit and you stop once that line of your orbit is like below is above the gray. So now you can press in the top right, you can use time acceleration, which is really cool, and then point towards the arrow in your screen view, and then turn on your throttle. And you do this when you use time acceleration right before you reach the highest point in your orbit, which is called the apoapsis. Now you just wait before, because if you burn at your apoapsis, then you will just if you burn at your apoapsis, then it'll take some time for you to complete your burn and to pull out the periapsis, so that'll take time. Next, press on the separator, and now you have this brand new thing, and we are just going into map view, and we are just going to wait over here. We need to wait until the other end of the orbit, the periapsis, that's the apoapsis, just the periapsis, pops out. So now we just have to wait, and as you can see, we have way more fuel than we need. That's awesome. And if you want to, then you could do, if I wanted to, I could actually do a moon mission probably, but this isn't probably the time for that, because this is a orbit mission. Next, we just stay here, and I'm just come to the apoapsis. If your apoapsis is too far away from you, then just burn towards it, then just time accelerate towards it, and just do that to your liking. And now we are in low Earth orbit. You did get the achievement, and this is good. Now we have to get back from low Earth orbit because we need to get the astronaut safe. We need to go here and we need to point away from the arrow because the arrow on your screen is the direction that you are moving in. So in your orbit, you're moving towards this direction in your orbit, but you need to burn the opposite of that if you want to lower your orbit. So just lower it until it's about below the planet. Again, it really doesn't matter that much how low you go. I normally just go below the planet, but it's fine if you do it higher than that, as long as it's inside the gray atmosphere. Now, all we have to do is use time acceleration, and once you warp into the atmosphere of Earth, then you will stop time accelerating. And obviously, you can see me pressing the buttons. We can't time accelerate anymore because we're not in space. That's kind of a problem. It's not a problem. It's just I don't like it. I want time acceleration to always be there. But now we are getting into the atmosphere, and we click on the separator, and we separate our other fuel tank. So all we have to bring down is this astronaut in this command module. Now we just need to curve around here. Doesn't really matter which angle. And just tilt and wait. Now this is going to be a pretty long wait, and you can't use time acceleration, but once you get to 3,000 meters of altitude, then all you have to do is I'll come back in the video. I'll just be right back once I'm at 3,000 kilometers, and then pause the video, you guys can get there, and then resume the video. Again, before you do that, remember that in the top left corner, there is a feature called quick saves, and you can revert. And that's kind of helpful. Again, I'm just switching to a rocket booster, which is just flying there, but I'm just gonna get all the way down until I'm like at 3,000 meters, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm around 3,000 meters in the air, and what we are doing, we are just free falling, and once you are below 2,500 meters, you can deploy your parachute. I would recommend deploying it at like 2,000 meters, just because it takes a long time for you to fall normally, so this is helpful. But now we just have to wait and wait for the video, and we can't fully deploy our parachute unless we are below 500 meters. So let's just wait for that to happen. Drifting. We're below 500 meters, and now I fully deployed the parachute. Now if you zoom out, you can see we are falling towards the ground, but our parachute will help us from crashing, which is, really helpful. Now all we have to do is sit here and wait, and I am just going to come right back once we're done waiting, because this is very boring to see in a YouTube video. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and we are about to reach the ground, and this is really exciting because we just got back from orbit, and we landed. Okay, so now we just click on the top left and click end mission, and we are done. Let's go back to main menu, and I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, give it a like. If you like my channel, like the other videos, and give it a subscribe. And yeah, also remember to comment on me on GameyoComments@outlook.com, which will be on screen. Bye!